Hey guys, what is up? Before we get into the video, I just wanted to talk to you about something that I'm super excited about. Another little project that I'm working on. By the end of May, we are going to be having a skins match on this channel. I'm super excited about it. If you guys remember from a couple months ago, I posted a video with me, my brother, and our friend Stuart, and you guys have seen Matt on the channel as well. We're hoping that he's gonna be able to make it. And so the four of us are all gonna be in the same place and we're gonna be having a skins match, and we're super excited about that. I posted about this a few days ago on my Instagram story, and if you haven't seen that, that's okay. You can definitely reach out to me here on YouTube and on Instagram as well. We're trying to fill slots for the holes. I want to encourage you guys to sponsor these holes. It's only $10 a hole, and with the sponsorship for the hole, you basically will have your name on the screen. I'll introduce you basically and thank you for sponsoring that hole. If you want to sponsor multiple holes, that is absolutely possible. I already have a couple people who are sponsoring 2 holes, so super excited about this. For those of you who may not be as familiar with skins matches and not really sure what it is, it's basically disc golf, but kind of like match play, but with money. Okay, and so basically what happens is every single hole, in this case $10 a hole, whoever wins that hole gets the $10. If 2 or more people on the card, in this case the 4 of us, get the same score, so like the same low score, if 2 or more people birdie or 2 or more people par, then it gets pushed, meaning the next hole is now worth the $10 for that hole plus the additional $10, so you're looking at $20. Okay, so 18 holes, 10 bucks, $180 total. We're also going to have a CTP and a longest drive. So if you've been watching OTB skins match, some of this language might sound familiar to you guys as well. And then another thing that we're going to include is an ace pot, and this is something that I personally am contributing in. Any extra funds that come our way will go into the ace pot, and if no one hits the ace, then we're going to play, it will probably be hole 1 at the course, and we'll play it and CTP, or we'll pick a hole that might be a good ace run hole and we'll go there and we'll run it off there. So super excited about that. Currently have, in just one day of filming this, that there are 7 holes already sponsored. Okay, so that means there are 11 holes left. If you would like to sponsor a hole, all you have to do is comment down below and let me know that you want to sponsor 1, 2, 3, however many holes, okay, that you want to sponsor. And then you do need to make sure though that if you do that, that you also have an Instagram account, and maybe put your Instagram handle there, or you can just reach out to me on Instagram, because that way we can have a private communication, so you know nobody's seen me send you information and that kind of stuff. So make sure that you comment down below or message me on Instagram right now as you're hearing this. That way you can reserve the slots, and if you are requesting to sponsor more holes than there are available, I'll let you know. And if you want to contribute extra money towards the ace pot, you are more than welcome to. So please contribute so that we can have an awesome skins match. And like I said, if you sponsor a hole, your name will show up. I'll thank you. We will all thank you. And if any contributions go towards the ace pot, your name will also show up on the screen, and I will hopefully be able to thank everyone by name. However, if there's too many, maybe I won't be able to say everybody for the sake of time, but your names will definitely be on the screen. So thank you so much, guys, and that's basically it. Let's go ahead and let's get into the video. What is up? It's Antonio. Welcome back to another episode here on Gladiator Disc Golf. If you're brand new to my channel, I want to thank you so much for coming and stopping by. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And don't forget, guys, use discount code GLADIATORDG at otbdiscs.com for free shipping. And also at wavetoolstherapy.com, use discount code GLADIATORDG15 for 15% off and free shipping. All right, let's talk about how to improve your forehand throw. Basically, in short, you want to throw out, not up. Okay, so let's get into how that's all going to work out. So when we're talking about throwing out, not up with the forehand, there's a couple things that are involved. Like I've mentioned in one of my other forehand videos, that chest angle. Okay, if your chest is coming up, all right, the disc is going to come up. If your chest is coming down, the disc is going to come down. If your chest is neutral, obviously the disc is going to be neutral. And that helps with preventing the disc from coming up when you throw, but it doesn't necessarily help the disc go forward, okay? And that's because to get the disc forward, when you're throwing, your arm has to extend out, okay? So in short, you need to throw the disc out, not up, okay? And so really quickly, hopefully you caught it there. When we're talking about that, and obviously this is might be a slight over exaggeration here, okay? But when you're throwing the disc, okay, let's say I'm in a standstill position here, all right? I got my frisbee, my fairway here, and I'm throwing. If I'm throwing out, the disc, my arm is extending forward with the disc on the plane that I want it to release, okay? Now I'm not holding onto the disc for dear life until it finally comes out, because then it's just gonna like drop in front of me. Rather, I'm guiding it out of my hand, out of this pocket, from being tucked in here and coming out this way. My chest remaining neutral the whole time. Whereas, if you notice that maybe your arm and your hips kind of always are coming like this, or you're always kind of maybe looking up when you throw, or even something like where your wrist is kind of curling in this way, what you're doing there is you're throwing up. Not throwing up this way, but throwing up this way. And the reason that's happening is because you're going to throw and you're keeping the elbow near your body basically, but you're short arming it at that point. And as soon as it's supposed to come and extend out, you're holding it locked in here and then coming up like this. So you're rotating backwards into your hip, coming up this way, all right? And so you wanna focus on throwing out. So a couple examples here. What we're going to do first is throw it up, like a lot of people struggle with, and then we'll throw it out the way you're supposed to. So when I did that, it went decent, all right? It wasn't anything spectacular, especially with this left to right wind. It's an eagle, so it's a little overstable. It flew straight and then it faded. Didn't turn whatsoever. But I felt it in here, in my shoulder, in my bicep, because I ended up, instead of allowing the disc, instead of guiding the disc out, I felt my body turning into the disc, or turning away from the disc to try and get more spin and snap on it, instead of allowing this to come out. Right there in the difference of those two throws is when I went to throw it out, my foot came up, okay? Whereas when I threw it up, my foot stayed on the ground. And you'll know, just like with the backhand throw, if your toe's dragging just by looking at the toe of your shoe, okay? And so when you're throwing it out, your foot is gonna come up a little bit. Now, we're talking mainly here for power throws, okay? You can still throw flat and out and straight without your foot having to come up, but with a power throw off the tee or a fairway shot on a long par 4 or par 5, you're going to want that foot to come out and really put all of it into the disc, all right? And that disc flew, I think it might have flown further, and it was flat and shorter than the lower off the ground, okay? It probably didn't get higher than 3 feet off the ground, and it flew way better than the first one because it was cleaner form. It didn't hurt whatsoever. There was no pain in the shoulder because I was allowing the disc to fly the way it's supposed to and to come through my body the way it's supposed to. So. Alright guys, so I hope you found that video super helpful. Hopefully it helped you improve your forehands a little bit. Make sure you practice throwing the disc out, not throwing it up, and you'll see a lot of growth in your game. Make sure you start off practicing with your putters and mids, really get that clean snap, that clean release, and work your way up. That's the way you want to do it with all things, but especially when you're trying something new, start with the slower speed disc so that you can focus more on form rather than having to put a ton of power into the disc to get it to fly the way you want it to. Alrighty guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope you found this video super helpful. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and stay tuned for the Gladiator Disc Golf website. That's going to be dropping hopefully in a couple weeks, so stay tuned for that. Until next time guys, have a great round.